Welcome back to 500 Days, Strive to Survive. We are on day 64, so we're getting there. Today we're going to harvest all this bear meat. We're not going to cook it here because I don't want to start a fire on this single hob stove. I just want to harvest all of this, rest up and gain some health back, and then get back to the main hangar. And then we'll cook a bunch of the bear meat there. So let's get started by just eating a little bit, so that we'll have enough calories to actually get this done and maintain our well-fed, and then we'll harvest all this bear meat. So the plan now is to set up a little base here using all this stuff from the bear, and to take some of our food with us and head back out to Lower Great Bear and work on Signal Void. We have a lot of stuff to drag over back to Lower Bear, including a battery or two. I don't remember if I found one or two, but however many I found, I know where I left them. So let's also grab some water out of here, so we don't have to make any. Okay. And little hockey stick. Let's drink some water. So it's been a couple of weeks. We'll start on these. These are cold, they're freezing, but it doesn't matter because we have a knife and we can harvest these just fine. So it's been a couple of weeks since the last episode. I think in that episode I mentioned that we hit 150 subscribers, so that was super exciting. And, but then I got COVID, like right after that. So I was in pretty rough shape for a little while, but now I feel good. And my symptoms went away a few days back, but my schedule didn't really permit getting recording done. But now I can get this done. I can record a bit tomorrow too. We should be back on schedule moving forward. So thanks for your patience. We're also nearing the end of my semester. The semester was a little more challenging than I hoped it would be, but about as challenging as I should expect. But we're nearing the end. All the students are a bit burnt out at this point. That's just how it goes. Undergrads take on a lot, I think. And they're under a lot of pressure. You know, the job market is rough, US, and there are so many people getting bachelor's degrees, it just doesn't really matter as much as it used to. And so they're under a ton of stress to do really, really well. They're also under a ton of pressure to get done as fast as possible, so many students take too many classes at once to really excel at everything and still find time to sleep and take care of their mental health and have a social life. It's just hard for them. This is the time of year where they're always a little bit stressed out, always a little bit burnt out. And I try to make it as easy as I can on them while still making sure that they're getting a rigorous education. But I also try to encourage them, you know, we're almost done. And the same is said for me. So once the semester's out, I'm looking forward to continuing to produce long, dark content. But the summer, I do have some work to do over the summer, but it's not as much as, oh my god, I'm so heavy, as much as during the semester. And so let's drop these just because since there's no transition, I kind of assume that animals might surround the hut, and I don't want them to surround the hut. The cabin I'm in. Okay, so pretty tired. Let's eat a little bit more, and then maybe pass a little bit of times to make sure that we can sleep for 10 hours. Actually, I think we can sleep for 10 hours now. Anyway, once the semester's out, I look forward to producing some other content beyond just this playthrough, and continuing this playthrough. So that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to this summer, getting some work done, getting some stuff done for the channel, preparing for next semester, all that stuff. Okay, let's drink some water. And then get 10 hours of sleep. You know what? I'm not sure we're at a quarter. Let's just pass it just a little bit of time. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now let's top off our water and get 10 hours of sleep. And tomorrow we'll head down to the airfield and cook up this bear meat if the weather permits. Alright. Sounds pretty nasty out already. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go outside and collect some sticks and firewood and stuff. I'll take the salt too, no reason to leave it here. And we will make a fire and cook some of that meat. Maybe make a little bit of water. We'll see. We'll wait until the weather is good enough to actually get out of here. But at least our health is okay now. It's not great. Could be better. But it's okay. Can't really complain. Don't care about this rabbit. I mean, I guess I could care about this rabbit. Wow. Okay. If I see him again, I'll take another shot. You have anything on you? Yeah, alright. I can use a hide, I guess. Let's always switch back to your simple arrows. You don't want to be caught by a wolf or something when you just have your fire-hardened arrows out. That'll get you killed real fast. Okay, how's the temperature if I... Well, I'm already freezing, so it doesn't really matter. Let's grab some of this stuff. I guess we'll take this. I think these are the saplings we saw on our way onto the island, so I think that means the back of the island is over there somewhere. We should be passing a deer and a snow shelter in a second. Yep, there's the deer, there's the snow shelter. Just gonna collect some sticks. I know there's a bunch of barrels that we could harvest for reclaimed wood, but I don't really want to be outside in the cold for that long. So, I want to start making the journey, hopefully in this episode, but we'll see. I want to start making the journey back to Lower Great Bear, either in this episode or in the next. And there's a few things to talk about regarding what we're doing next. So first of all, since the latest update, which was a bunch of hotfixes, some things are a bit more broken than they were before. A lot of the time, when there are hotfixes and patches and stuff, there are also glitches, and you know, it's hard to make a game, and I get that. That's just how it's going to be, and you can playtest it all you want, but until you have numbers, until you have a lot of people playing it, there's going to be stuff that you just don't catch. So I don't blame Hinterland for that, but there are a bunch of problems right now. And one of those problems that especially concerns me is that travois seem to be dropping through the world more often than they used to. The hot fix supposedly fixed that. Well, they didn't fix it, but what it did was there's a lost and found box in some regions where if something falls through the world, it'll go to the lost and found box. And then you just travel the lost and found box and you can find it. And the travois previously wouldn't go to the lost and found box, so now it does. But people are reporting that it falls through the world more often. Basically, if you leave your travois outside and you transition... oh, hello, a potato. And you transition indoors, when you come back out, your travois is very likely to have fallen through the world. Obviously, that's not great. So how many sticks do I actually have right now? I have 23, that's not bad. I should drop these now, too. And so, on the way back, I'm going to be using a travois because I want to carry a battery and some other stuff. And I'm a little afraid that it's going to fall through the world. It's not a huge deal. It'll go to the Lost and Found box, hopefully. I've never used one of them, but I'll just look up where the closest one is and go there. It usually goes to the closest one. So, but by and large, I'm just going to go out of my way to make sure that I never leave my travois outside while transitioning inside. And that should be just fine. I'll have insomnia. 1 second. Okay, so anyway, let's get this started. So, if we are careful, the travois thing shouldn't be a problem. The other issue that I'm a little concerned about is for signal void, what you do is you repair radio transponders, and then that lets you find a hidden bunker using the radio that we got. Right? This guy. And so you gotta visit a bunch of bunkers, and the first radio transponder is gonna be in... Yeah, let's just load this on. And we'll put a pot down. And we'll start cooking some bear meat. The first radio transponder is in Forlorn Muskeg. Do you have anything else to do during this 45 minutes? Let's just enjoy the ambiance for a second. So, first transponder is in Forlorn Muskeg, and that activates the bunker in Bleak Inlet just through a cave at the southern end of Forlorn Muskeg. That's called Bunker Alpha, and so I usually refer to that as the first bunker. Well, the Cougar spawns basically right on top of the bunker, and you can only access the bunker during an Aurora, and I don't want to deal with an Aurora Cougar. So, my plan is to get my health as full as possible, go repair that radio tower in Forlorn Muskeg, go to Bleak Inlet, and hunt the Cougar during the day. See if I can kill my first Cougar during the day, right? And then see if I can, and then get the bunker that night. So that's the plan. So that's exciting. So I'm planning to fight the Cougar soon. I'm probably gonna cheese it a little bit. I don't know if people consider this cheese or not, but I know some people consider it cheese. But I'm probably gonna put down a fire because they're scared of fires and try to fight it like that. Try to use the fire and some geography to stay relatively safe from the Cougar. So that's the plan. But that is cool because then we can get the Cougar head wrap and we can get the Cougar knife, and that'll be awesome. That'll be just great. So that's the plan. We'll also probably make another bear coat relatively soon. We have enough wolf coats to, let me just think for 1 second. Is there anything else I want to do while this is cooking, or should I just pass time? Do I have, like, a skill book or anything? I guess I have things I could repair. I could repair my knife from last night. Let's do that. So I can make that stuff eventually. It has to cure first, although the knife I think you can make pretty much immediately. And let's go here and sharpen that. And then we have a bunch of wolf hides over at camp office. And so I think, let's grab another one. Okay. Go by calories, and that'll just put it right at the top. Okay. So I have a bunch of wolf hides, and I think how wolf hides work is that, or how hides work, is that they decay while they're curing, but once they actually cure, it locks in their condition. I think that's how it works. So I think I'm just going to leave those wolf hides for a little while. I'm going to leave them alone until I'm ready to make the wolf coat. Because the wolf coat will decay. So I may as well just leave the hides there. They won't decay until I'm ready to make the wolf coat. I'm going to make the bear coat first and go double bear coat because we're going to spend a decent amount of time out here in the far territory. And the far territory is extremely cold. And so I want to make sure that we have as much warmth as possible if we're going to be spending time out here doing the tails. Okay, let's repair the knife a little bit more. What'll this get us? 5%? That's enough. Okay, we might need to make some water too if we're going to stay here. Okay. Alright, let's... Is there anything else we can be doing? Can we be repairing anything? I truly hate these socks, but they are the best we have. We have wool socks too, but these are the best we have for that slot. So how much cloth do we have? We only have 2 cloth. I don't really like ripping these up because I just kind of like them. I think they, I don't know, they add some flavor. Here's cloth. Yeah, okay, I'll rip that up. Can I move that? No, I can't even move that. Okay, let's rip this up. And let's just see if we can do it by hand. We'll do it with the next one. So let's wait this one out. Take that. Let's make 1 liter of water. Let's rip this up by hand. Okay. That's just fine. Do books add duration? Yeah, they do. Okay, so let's add 1 book, and let's see if we can grab some more sticks. Let's drop these. We don't need to be attracting... Oh, and we need to harvest that rabbit, too. Yeah, I don't know. I think we may have gotten all the sticks we're really going to get. Is there a way for me to... maybe... No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to any of these while remaining warm. See. There are some weird spots of the... Yeah, like right here, for some reason, I'm still warm. Yeah, okay, I actually can. I'm warm like I'm inside. Okay, well, I'm going to cheese that a little bit. How long does this take? 39 minutes. That's not terrible. Let's make sure our fire lasts a little bit longer. And just do that. 1 minute till boiled? Okay. Let's... Oh, and we have some sticks. I forgot that we had more sticks. Okay, let's take that. And let's put this up to an hour. Let's throw some more bear meat on. That's a big one, right? Yep. Okay, and now let's go right over here. And we're nice and warm for some reason. And let's harvest this. A little bit silly, but I will take it. Looks like we're going to be here for a bit. Sometimes you get stuck here. I don't know if being at this cabin prompts more blizzards, but every time I've ever come here, I've gotten stuck for a few days. Perfect timing. 1 minute till ready. Grab another. Let's take that. That's a small piece, actually. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's pick up this rabbit. Pick this up, too. And let's drop this cooked meat. And what do we have? We have 1 small one. Let's put the small one over here. Just separate it out. Okay, and we have 1 big one as well. Okay, 42 minutes, 20 minutes, and now we have some reclaimed wood. Keep this going. We'll just keep cooking for a bit. I'm not heading out until the weather's clear, because it's too easy to get lost in Forsaken Airfield. When it's clear out, you can see basically everything. But when it's like this, there are so few landmarks unless you know the area super well, and I'm not confident going out there like this. I really wish you could get up here. I bet there's a way to do it. If you know a way to do it... Oh my god, can I take that? No, that's just here. Okay, so there we go. This is the best base in the game because it has this, and you can't move this. That's unique. And it has the world's largest thumbtack. Like, look at this thing. That's a big thumbtack. Okay. Got 30 minutes. Okay, so now let's repair these. Again, I kind of hate spending cloth on these, but we don't have anything better for that slot. Okay, this is all pretty good. We'll repair it eventually, but we don't need to right now, right? Yeah, that'll get it to full. I like to wait until a repair will take it to almost full. Get the most percentage per cloth, you know? Everything else is pretty good. Anything to... Oh yeah, we need to harvest this. So what do we got? 11 minutes on there? Let's harvest this... gut, maybe? Yeah, let's harvest the gut. And then we'll harvest the hide next. So that's the rabbit that the wolf killed last time when I was in the little passageway and I heard a wolf and I panicked and I didn't know where he was. I think that was this wolf. Although maybe not, because there's still meat left on him. I don't know. Let's grab that, put another one on. Okay. And now let's get the hide, and we'll use our hands. Just as fast as the knife. I wonder if the Cougar knife is faster for hides. I kind of doubt it. I think hands are just the best you can do. Insomnia's healed. That was from Glimmer Fog. Okay, well that's basically it. I guess we do have 0.5 kilos here. So we may as well take that. We'll do that by hand as well. Maybe we can make some rabbit soup with that. I think you need a whole kilo, but maybe you need a half. I don't know. We have some salt here. We don't have any ptarmigan, so we can't make broth. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, let's take it. And then let's take... So the small ones are the last ones you drop, by the way. So if you're dropping them using the decoy button, that's one way that you can organize them a little bit. Okay, let's just make sure that's enough. I don't know why I did that. I was intending to... Here, let's reset that. I want to see if there's any recipes I can make. There's not. Okay, bear meat it is. That'll be just fine. This will actually last a little longer than that. Okay, let's... It's a big cattail head. I guess we'll wait a little. How many sticks do we have? 3? Okay, let's go outside and see if we can find another weird... Oh, and let's drop the rabbit hide too. Let's see if we can find another spot where we can be warm. Get some more reclaimed wood. I guess we can get under here. Not very under here, but this spot is warm, but there's nothing to chop up, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Looks like that's probably it. Let's see if we can find some more sticks real fast. I'd love if we could make like 1 more liter of water. We're not in dire need, but it'd be nice. Let's, I guess, break some of these up. Alright. I don't want to be losing health, though. I want to be at full health tomorrow, because I want to start traveling. And I want to be in good shape for a long journey, even if there's bad weather. And I also want to make sure that we have as much health as possible when we get to the Cougar. That's a ways away, but hey, every little bit helps. Okay, what do we got? 19 minutes? Anything else I can do? I could make a bunch of things I don't care about. How many bandages do I have right now? 2? That's fine. I don't need more than that. Okay, well. I guess that's it. I wish I had a skill book. That'd be really nice. We have enough water for the night at least. Might need to make more tomorrow. What do we got, 20 minutes? It's 39 minutes. I don't really want to break this stuff anyway. I like it. I like having a stool and a table. It makes it feel more like a home. I'm gonna leave this book here because if I ever want to make this into a base, it's like a nice little cookbook, right? I'm gonna put stuff next to it. I'm gonna put all my cooking supplies right over here. Probably this area right here. Okay, let's just wait it out. Let's take it. Anything else I want to do? I don't think so. Crafting. I guess I could make some more fire-hardened arrows. How many do I have? I feel like 4 is plenty. I would need 29 minutes anyway. Okay, let's take that pot. And I guess that's it. I guess we're just gonna wait. See if the weather picks up. Eat some bear. I was talking to somebody at a wedding the other day. So I had COVID for a couple of weeks, and I was supposed to be in a bridal party for a wedding, and I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to go. But I started testing double negative a couple days before the wedding, and I was still testing negative, and all my symptoms were gone. So it worked out, but I was worried because if I was showing any symptoms or wasn't getting double negatives, I wasn't going to go. And for a very good friend of mine. But I was talking to somebody there, a friend from high school, and he was talking about frying up his breakfast in bear fat. He's like, well, first you have to kill a bear. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I think I didn't say this, but I'm like, I think killing a bear in the long dark is about as much as I can muster. I don't know about killing a bear so that I can have like differently flavored breakfast or something. It's fine. Pass. Okay, let's I guess sleep a little. I guess. See if this weather eases up. Really wish I had a skill book. I should have just passed time instead. I could get a full night's sleep. Okay, let's pass some time. I really have nothing I can be doing. I'm sure I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. Let's just pass some time. We'll listen for the weather. We have enough food to last us for a little while. We can make another fire in a couple days if we need to. Sure, more sticks will spawn. We could go down to a fishing hut too, but we would need more sticks first because they're not warm. Protected from the wind, but they're not warm. Yeah. Let's just keep passing some time. And then we'll try to sleep 10 hours, I guess. I don't want to be tanking that much damage. Again, I want to get to full health as soon as possible. Because the weather here can very easily kill you. We're not going to wait 6 hours, but... Oh, actually, you know what? At this point in the night, I think I'm just going to sleep. Let's top off. And maybe we'll take that water from that storage container too. We'll make more tomorrow if we absolutely have to. We're not going to get 10 hours. I think it's going to be more like 7 or 8. Okay. Weather's a bit better. Let's take this. I think we have some water at the hangar. That should be okay. Let's grab some of this cooked meat. Eat it. There's our bear meat breakfast. And let's see what's going on. Oh boy. Okay, so we got glimmer fog too. I don't remember which one is which for the tracking mode. I think this is the bunkers, and this is just the random caches. Okay, well... It's not time to travel yet. Not like this, it's not. So let's drink some water. And I guess let's go around here and look for some sticks. And we may as well have this out just in case. I don't know if there are any caches over here, but maybe there is. I don't know. Let's go over here and just look for some more. You know what? I do want to get more archery experience. That's the thing. Because I think we're only at... What are we at? 4. I would love 5. So maybe I'll shoot this rabbit. I'd also like to just get practice aiming, especially since it's been a couple weeks. It's not firing. Sometimes that happens. What is this guy doing? Okay, not bad. Okay. I always switch back to a simple arrow, because you really don't want to be caught off guard by a wolf while you only have fire-hardened arrows out, right? That's a best practice. Always switch back. Okay. You know what I could do, too? I could start setting up the pile of stuff I want to take down by the dock, so I can just go right off the front of the island. I think I might do that. I can set that all up and then get nice and warm in the cabin, and then when it's clear, just run down there, load it all into the travois, and move. I think that's probably a good idea. Am I walking into the wind right now? I guess I am. Okay, let's grab this sapling. Okay, weather's getting nasty. Grab the... Okay, at least I found a few sticks. Okay, so that might be enough to make some water at least. There are a few branches out by the front of the cabin. So if I grab those, that might be enough. Can I get up here? Doesn't look like it. At least not from right there. I'd have to go around a little bit more. And I really don't feel like losing health right now. I'm just going to go around the edge of the island, right? Because I'm not going to get lost. The cabin is at the edge of the island. So if I just stay on this side, I'll eventually get to the cabin. I mean, it's right there. But it's a pretty small island. Kind of hard to get lost here. Okay. It'd be kind of cool if you could rip these stairs apart. I wouldn't want to, but, you know, for emergencies. For late game. Okay. I'll make sure I got everything in here. Yeah. This, if I were making this a base, I would break this down and bring it inside, and then I think with woodworking tools, you can make a crafting bench using that vice grip that you get. I haven't done that yet. Okay, let me check something, by the way, in the journal. I hate that J doesn't go here anymore. Okay, so I left woodworking tools somewhere. And I don't remember where I left them. So, let's see. Bears, moose, batteries, hammers, bunkers, matches. Did I leave it in Pleasant Valley? Or did I haul it all the way to the camp office? Okay, good. There's a battery there. I'll need that. I don't know. It looks like I didn't write it down. That's a huge mistake that I made like 50 days ago. So I think it's probably going to be in Mystery Lake or Pleasant Valley. But I have to go to Pleasant Valley anyway. And I have to go to Mystery Lake anyway, so I'll get it when I get it. But I need to make sure that I can go get it. Let me just make sure I didn't write it anywhere here, right? Okay, oh, bears. Forsaken Airfield. Lakeside Cave. South side. I don't know what that bear's cave is called, but that's where he was. And I'm going to say done. Okay. Alright, so we got some sticks. We can make some water if we need to. We probably need to. And what else was I doing while I was out there? I got another rabbit, so let's harvest that. And let's do the guts and the meat using the knife. And then we'll use our hands for the hide. Now we definitely have enough rabbit for a recipe, but I think all the rabbit recipes require some like potatoes and carrots or some broth or whatever. And I think all we have right now is a single potato, no broth. So. Sounds like the weather's changing. Unclear to me in what way, but we're about to find out. Be nice if it got warm and clear. Okay, we are not there yet. Okay, let's take a bunch of this stuff. Like I said a minute ago. Let's leave all this. Well, let's take this. Leave that. Okay, we're going to take... And how much bear meat do we actually have already cooked? We have one. I think we have a couple over here. Yeah, that should be fine. I guess we'll leave these two small ones just in case. Let's start another fire. And make a little bit of water. I hate using all these matches, but what can you do? We have a lot of matches anyway, so it's not really a big deal, but... Okay. And we'll make some water, and while we do that, we'll drag everything down to the front of the island, so that once it clears up, we can just load up the travois and move. I'm not going to put the travois down, because I don't want it to fall through the earth. That's not what I'm about today. I really do like this cabin a lot. This island can have everything you need. And there are fishing huts really close nearby, so... I want to do 2 liters. That's probably enough. Yeah, that's going to be enough, especially because this is going to last longer than that. Let's keep the torch out just in case, I guess. I mean, we have it. I don't want that. I want to leave this and that. Okay, let's just take a bunch of this meat. Okay, how we doing? 53? Yeah, alright, that's an okay speed. Torch is likely to go out. Oh, Glimmer Fog again. Because the Glimmer Fog went away for a minute, right? I don't know. But it's back. Is that a sapling I can see all the way from here on the right-hand side? So weird. Maybe I'll go get that. Not right now. It all depends on how long I'm stuck here. I like this little passageway. I guess you could go here to get rid of cabin fever. Because I think the cottage, even though there's no transition, I think that can give you cabin fever. Alright, let's go down here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that wolf. I guess I could harvest him. I don't really want to. But I could grab some of these feathers at least. Do that. Any more? Okay, here's one. There's always at least 2. I think there might always be at least 3. I don't think that's right. I think there's always at least 2. Okay. And let's just drop all of this. And we'll load that up later. Right into the travois. Grab these while we're out here. We're still warm. So we may as well harvest a little bit. And then we'll get back up there. You know what? Actually, I'm going to leave these cattails in case I'm ever at this island and starving. But I will take these rosehip buds. And now what I'll be able to do is I can either go through this passageway or I can just go right down. And then I can plop the travois down. And once it's clear, I should be able to orient myself to the airfield relatively easily. Let's just run. We'll harvest this torch. I'll let it die out, and then we'll just harvest it. I don't mind having some more sticks. We'll go in there, we'll warm up a little bit, and then we'll grab the rest of this stuff. The rest of the meat, at least. I'm going to leave the curables, because I want them to cure. I want to make sure I have simple arrows equipped. I do. I'm excited to fight the Cougar, but I'm also scared. I'm also scared. Alright. Looks like that's at least boiling. I don't think it's done yet. Oh no, it's not even boiling, it's just melted. Still melting, I mean. Okay, let's warm up just a smidge. We got 42 minutes. Okay. Well, let's just do this. Okay. I have insomnia, thanks to the glimmer fog. And I guess we can add more sticks, and we'll make some more food. Or actually, let's make some more water? I don't know. Let's make some more food. Let's go with this. Okay. And bring some of that water, and then we're going to carry the rest of this stuff down again. Like I said, we're going to leave all the curables, but let's just grab this stuff. I wonder if goading down there will be faster. Oop, okay, alright. Kind of bet it would be if I knew the right spot to go down, but I don't, and I can't see it. So I'm just going to go down here. No running. I'll break every bone in my body like I showed last time. No running. Get this bow out just in case. Although, based on that wolf that was down there, I don't think they can run up these stairs. I don't think they can run up these stairs. I think this is relatively safe. Could be wrong. I don't want to mess with it. Okay, let's drop this all here. Okay, and keep the cooked one. Wish you could break down these boats too. We're kind of warm. Do we want to... Can I harvest this through here? I can. Sure, I guess. Oh, but I get bit by a wolf while I'm doing this, losing a little bit of health. Okay. I half expected to be trapped under the pier. Okay, let's get back in here. Eventually I'll want a wolf coat for Lower Great Bear, because it's just not as cold. Do I want to kill you? Do I want to at least test if he can come up these stairs? It looks like he can't. I think he lost interest because I got somewhere unreachable. Okay. Not enough data to draw any conclusions, but I got a hypothesis. Alright, let's do one more. I don't have one more. What am I talking about? I just brought it all down. Alright, let's do some water. Let's do 1 liter of water. How am I doing here? Let's drop the... Oh, I forgot to drop that too. Let's drop that. And I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, so this is just so heavy. The wolf coat is going to be way less heavy than this. But it's also way less warm. I think this is 6 and the wolf coat's like 4 or 3. Let's see. The wolf coat is... Yeah, it's 4. And it's 3 kilograms. So, but it also has way less sprint penalty. Right? And what's the protection? 12%. And for the bear skin... A little bit more protection, a little bit more of this, but it weighs a lot more. So down in Lower Bear, eventually I'll probably use a wolfskin coat. And with Sutherland, you can now make wolfskin hats. I think they're probably worse than the Cougar head wrap, but I don't actually know, and maybe you can wear them both. And you can make wolf pants, and I assume those are better than the deer pants. So, always happy to have another wolf hide. What am I rocking these days? I got combat pants. I have another pair somewhere. And that's great because they're the same warmth as deerskin, but way lighter. The thing is they also have less defense and way less waterproofing. So as an inner layer, I think they're fine. But outer layer, you kind of want that defense I think only your outer layer of defense matters, but I could be wrong. I also think the way waterproofing works is that it does matter for both slots. It's just that your outer stuff gets wet first. And then once that stuff is wet, then the inner stuff starts getting wet. So it's only once your outer layer gets fully saturated that the waterproofing on the inner layer matters. Did that weather just get worse again? This is basically as good as it gets. I think the thin sweatshirt weighs a little bit less, but otherwise is identical or very close. So it might make sense to have at least one of them be a thin wool sweatshirt. Mackinaw's great. Alright. Let's... I guess we're just waiting. Bad again. I love that you can see the weather. This is a really fun base. Did I straighten this out? I'm gonna leave it crooked. Let's just wait. Okay. Yep, not going anywhere yet. Let's pass a little time. Just gonna see if the weather gets better. Because if we can properly orient ourselves, it doesn't matter if it's too dark out, right? What matters is that it's nice and clear. Okay, so we want to go that way. Okay, so basically hug around that rock and go straight out. Okay. Let's grab everything else we want. There's a lot of stuff. Take all these curables. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Ghost. And let's get moving. I don't know if you can go down from here safely, but we're gonna find out. Ah, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. What about right over here? Yeah, alright. Let's give it a shot. This looks pretty good, but it looks like there's a couple of little gaps, so... Oh, alright, yeah, good. Great. Oh, well... Yeah, now we have a little problem, but I bet it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll just go right over here. Okay. No problem. And right over here. Okay. I think that was probably marginally faster. We're gonna go right out there. Let's drop all this. Wait, why did I do that? I need to pick it up anyway. Whatever. Let's put the travois like right here. Deploy it. Now we're gonna load it up. Keep this out. Don't know why I dropped all that stuff. Gonna get cold, but it's not too long of a journey. I have okay health, so we're gonna see. Then of course we'll drop all the craftables too, but I want to get all the stinky stuff done first. Okay. Anything else? I think that's good enough. Let's go. We're gonna be cold. Should be okay so long as the weather remains clear, because we'll see any threats from far off. We have a flare. Okay. We're just gonna point ourselves right at that tower, and now I'm done touching my mouse. Not actually. But I'm basically going to stop touching my mouse. And we're just going to go right there. See, it's not actually that far. Is that a ptarmigan right in front of me? I think it might be. It's weird. Since the wildlife refresh, I feel like you get a lot of singular ptarmigan just hanging out. I don't see any buddies. Right, I just see that one ptarmigan. I kind of want them, but I don't want to, like, stand here forever, you know? Okay, I don't care. Oh, alright. Not even close. Okay. Third time's a charm. Damage those arrows quite a bit doing that. Alright, let's keep going. I don't really want to stay out here. Go back to simple arrows. Always go back to your simple arrows. And just dead ahead. This should be fine. Now, we're not actually going straight there. We're going to stop at the trailer along the runway, because I think we left some stuff there. I don't know if we left a battery there. I think we might have. But we left some other stuff there, and I want to pick that up and throw it in the travois. I'm a little scared to leave the travois outside because of what I said earlier, so I'm probably going to have to dump everything. That's not my favorite. It's a little cumbersome, but hey, what can you do? I don't want this travois falling through the center of the earth. Over there on the left, if you look at those rock fixtures, all on the left-hand side, you see that one that's at the edge of the screen, and you go a little bit to the right behind those trees, and there's another one. I believe right over there is where the bunker is in this region. I've found it before, but, you know, you just follow the radio. It's not that hard. But I think that's where it is. So this is a bit of a long journey. We are going to take cold damage, but it shouldn't be too bad. I don't think we're going to get hypothermia or anything like that. And that tower is farther away than the trailer we're going to. So again, I'm going to dump out the travois and then reload the whole damn thing. I just think it's, right now with the state of the game, it's too much of a risk to leave the travois outside and then go through a transition. That's when people are losing their travois. So I'm just not going to do it. What is that over there? Is that a fire pit? What's just a rock? See as we get closer. it's a bear. What is that? I think it's probably just a rock. It's a sleeping wolf or a dead wolf? I hope it's a dead wolf. I don't know what killed it. I hope it's dead and doesn't sneak up on me. The grinding of the travois on the ice sometimes sounds like growls. So, not super comfortable with that. Alright, so here's this river. We're going to go right across. And the runway should be right there. And the trailer should be right over here. Right over there, down the runway. We haven't checked out this whole region. We're not going to right now. Right now, all I want to do is start Signal Void and then head back to Lower Great Bear. So we got the radio, we got all that stuff. We're going to set up some food. We're going to leave it here so that when we come back, we'll be good to go. We'll leave some water here too. And then we're just going to get out. And when we're done with Signal Void, when we come back here to finish Signal Void, then we'll spend a little more time exploring the area. I think that's the entrance to Forsaken Airfield, right up there, that little chasm. Could be mistaken, but I think it is. Let's take some of this. I know we're freezing, but we can always use more sticks. A lifesaver if we get stuck in the cold. Did I hear a bark? I don't know. Could have just been the wind or something. Alright, we're just going to go right up this hill. And that should take us to the runway. Yep, you can already see the signs on the runway. The runway markers, I guess. I know there's a little lake over there that can often have deer. I don't really care about that right now. We have enough bear to establish our mini base. Look at that mountain on the right-hand side. It looks like way more realistic than everything else. Come on. Just a beautiful game. Okay. Any wolves up here? Yeah, there's one. The trailer, I believe, is... Yeah, it's down this way, so... Let's just keep going. Actually, I wonder if the trailer's closer than the... I mean, farther than the tower. I think it's right past this rock. Yeah, it's by those tubes. So yeah, it is a little closer. I thought it was closer than this, but... It's fine. I hate that I'm going to have to dump out this travois. Again, I don't blame Hinterland. Making a game's hard. You know, I'm sure they do their playtesting and stuff. It's just... They're a relatively small team, and you don't know what's really going to happen until you get a bunch of people playing it. So, alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop this, and we're going to drop everything. And pick up the travois, so that doesn't fall through the earth. We're going to warm up in here, and then we'll head back. Okay, so, yeah, we have a bunch of stuff here, including some combat pants. There's a battery that I think is down by that little wood shed, so we'll stop there, too. And I don't think we need anything else here. Let me just check real quick. That looks all good. Okay. Sometimes you miss stuff. I missed that potato first time around. Okay, let's warm up. Let's just warm up a little. Drink some water. Okay. And just spend a second. Bed. Okay. Now we'll grab the rest of this stuff. Probably get cold while we load the travois, and we might come back in. But now, even in a blizzard, it's pretty straightforward. We just follow this runway. Okay, let's put down the travois. And load it up. Important to not put anything ruined in here, because it'll instantly be destroyed, you know, because it's a container. I don't want to do it that way. Let's do it this way. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. I think that's it. Sure, I guess. Okay. Alright. And then all this stuff. It's okay that we're gonna have to dump all this stuff again, because we're gonna leave most of the meat and stuff here anyway, and we're gonna leave it outside anyway, so it's not a huge deal. We're not gonna have to load up the travois again in the same way. Okay, this stuff... Alright, pretty good. And let's take some more stuff. We'll do some inventory management later, because I'm sure we have some like extra stuff just sitting in our inventory now. But we'll worry about that once we're back where we want to be. I don't really want to kill you. I'm just going to go in here and wait. Oh, but the travois! Oh no! That was the whole point. Don't fall through the earth. Okay. Where'd that wolf go? I'm not messing around. That wolf is somewhere here. That wasn't enough time for him to just disappear. Okay, good enough. Where's that wolf? I want eyes on him. I don't trust it. Alright. Why'd I waste a match on that? That was just a pure panic match. This'll put my torch out, right? Let me just check. Yeah, it sure will. So, bow. Oh, please. Let's go. Again, we're going to be a little cold. That wolf could definitely kill me right now. So I really want to get eyes on him. I want to go to this little shed. There's a battery over by it, and I want to pick that up. And then we'll head to the main hangar, or one of these little buildings to warm up a little bit. These don't have transition areas, so we can leave the travois outside. It'll be just fine. The main hangar, of course, has transitions, but that's okay. The road is faster. That's kind of what I care about right now. But I think it damages the travois a little bit more. I think ice and road damage the travois more than snow. Makes sense. It's just a harder surface. Although I don't know if the ice one makes sense, because there's not a lot of friction, right? So, I don't know. Okay, I think there's a battery over here. I'm going to want to drag that home, because I need those batteries for some stuff. Didn't I leave a battery here? Did I not leave it here? Did I leave it... Where did I leave the battery? Did I leave it outside the trailer? Okay, hold on. I feel like I left a battery somewhere, and I want it. I don't want to be this cold. I just don't want to be. Did I leave the battery outside this trailer? Is that what happened? I really didn't put it inside? Or am I just losing my mind and the battery just doesn't exist? Oh man, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Maybe I wrote it down, maybe I didn't. But I'll figure it out later. I like this pink sky. Hey, buds. Doesn't mean the weather's changing, just means the weather can have crows. So, you already knew that. What's going on up there? Okay, let's get out of here. I don't know, maybe I'll rewatch a former episode, depending on how long this one goes, and see where that battery is, but probably I'm just going to head out. Could have sworn there was a battery, though. Maybe before I head out, I'll pause the episode and see if I can find the battery. I don't know. We're just going to go right here. Just warm up a little bit, just because it's closer. I really don't like that I'm freezing to death right now. Okay, let's just drop that and go in here. There's no transition, so the travois should be okay. Okay, and let's just drop this. And wait. Let's just pass a little time. Oh, I should have drank water first. Oh well. Okay, let's take this and go back out. Now we're nice and warm. And we can head to the hangar. Where's that battery? Did I bring it to the hangar already? I feel like there's at least one hangar in the battery, but I thought I had two. So even if I find a battery in the hangar, that doesn't mean it's the battery I have in mind. So why do I care about batteries? Is because there's a few different radio transponders, signal towers, that I need to repair, and each of them needs a battery. And you're just not guaranteed to find batteries. I know there's one at Pleasant Valley, so that's nice, but what about the other ones? I need more batteries. Okay, I'm going to dump all of this, just drop it all. Right? That was a mistake. I should have made sure I had food first. Like cooked food. And I should have taken all... Okay, that was silly. Let me take some of this stuff. I'm going to take ptarmigan, the combat pants. Guess I'll take that potato. There's some cooked food. Yep, good. That's what I really need. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it this way. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to drop the meat, basically. That's what I should have done, is just picked up all the meat. Or picked up everything other than the meat, and then dropped all. Okay, let's drop the raw meat. Okay. And now we'll go over here and grab the rest of this stuff. I think that's basically it, right? Yeah, okay. And we'll drop the rest of the raw meat. We'll take a little bit. We might want to cook some. We'll see. We'll take that too. Okay. Let's light this up a little bit. See what we're working with. Alright, we're doing pretty well. Let's drop some of this scrapped metal. Scrap metal. Here. Okay. And then do we have any saplings going? We don't, so we'll drop some saplings here. Okay. We'll drop hides. Let's call it over here. Got this. Bear hide. I mean, we're just going to throw them in a stack, because we're going to leave, so we're just going to take everything in this pile. We don't need to organize it. We might not take all the guts, but we'll take some of the guts. Okay. What else? We have some firewood. I don't really need that, so we'll drop it right over here with the fur. Oh, nope. Want that. Okay. What else do we got? We don't really need this. We have these, so let's get rid of it. Put it right over here. Okay, what else? We're going to drop... I kind of want to take these, though. I kind of want to take these because they have really good warmth. They're as warm as the deer skin, but they're much lighter. Kind of want to take them. I'll take them. What else we got? A bunch of animal fat. I guess we'll take that. We'll put it outside. We'll take a little bit of it so we can make some oil, but we don't need to take a lot of it. Maybe we'll also make some oil here just to leave it. We're going to do that outside, because we still need to cook a bunch of bear. We need some wood for that, so we'll probably harvest some wood tonight. Okay, so what else? We have meat. We have this ptarmigan that we want to harvest, but hold on to that for a second. We don't need all of this salt. We'll leave some of it here. And we'll make some oil and leave that here too. We're going to take these tools with us eventually. And that salt, we're going to have to drag that back. I don't see a battery here, so I guess... I don't know what happened to the battery. Did I write it down? Pleasant Valley Farmhouse. Shed. Says there's a battery at Signal Hill as well, so that's 2. The battery at Broken Railroad as well, so that's 3. And how many do I need? I only need 3. So that's actually fine. I don't need to drag a battery all the way back, because I'm going to get one at Forsaken Airfield. I mean, at a Broken Railroad. Right? Yeah, I'll get one at Broken Railroad, and then I'll go to Forlorn Muskeg, and I'll use that one there. And then I'll go to Pleasant Valley next, and I'll take the batteries from Pleasant Valley. I'll use one of them at Signal Hill, and I'll just take the other one all the way to Mountain Town, I guess. That's gonna kind of suck, but it's okay. Not the worst. And then... yeah, alright. I mean, I wish I did have one more, but we'll see. Okay, so what else we dropping? We'll harvest that later when we're not burning our fuel. I'm going to take these both back home. I'm definitely going to take this as well. I don't need these. I'm going to come back here anyway, so if I really want them down the road, they'll be here for me. And let's just put them all together. Okay. And what else we got? We're still really heavy. Why are we so heavy? This. It's pretty heavy. This. We don't need this. we'll leave it, and maybe eventually we'll turn it into something else. I don't know. How do you make the bearskin bedroll? Last time I made it was a long time ago because I don't really value it that much, but it can be useful, especially out here in the far territory. Okay, you just need bear hides basically and some guts and cloth, so you don't need a bedroll. The improvised down bedroll, you need to make that out of a bedroll. It has a bedroll as a base. But I already have one. I'm just going to keep it repaired, so I'll just leave that here. What else? Why am I so heavy? Got this. We got these. I'll leave one book here, I guess. We have water. We have some meat. I am very heavy. Kind of weird to me. Guess I'll be lighter when I harvest this. Okay, so we have food for tonight, right? We got a bunch of food and we have some water. Okay, let's go to a bed. I don't remember where the beds are in here. I think they're upstairs on that side. Well, that's what we're gonna work with. I think they're the last room at the end of the hallway. Go up here, we'll just use the bed. And then we will harvest that ptarmigan before going to sleep. I don't know, I'm pretty beat up right now, though. Maybe we'll harvest it in the morning. Why can't I use that bed? Okay, weird. Alright, so let's harvest the meat, at least. The feathers are going to take a while, and I don't think I want to be taking fatigue damage during that time, so I think I'm just going to pass out, and then we'll worry about the feathers later. So, let's see. Let's eat some bear meat, drink some water, sleep for 10 hours, and then get ready to head out in the morning. Okay. 10 hours. Okay, I'm going to take a second and look at that video from last time and see where I brought that battery. So I'll be right back. I'll cut it out. Okay, I guess I was losing my mind. I didn't find a battery at all. I hallucinated the entire thing. Okay, so let's, yeah, this is way lighter now that we harvested the meat. We're under 45. How much sleep do we need? It's a little bit cold, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat more. We'll go outside, assuming the weather's okay. We'll cook a bunch of meat. We'll start a fire. And while we do that, we'll harvest feathers. We also haven't checked the back of this building yet, so maybe we'll do that now. Yeah, okay, let's go check the back of the building. I doubt there's anything important there, but I don't know. There might be. Oh, there's probably batteries in the basement. I think this is a battery cache. So I can go downstairs, and there's probably like 3 or 4 batteries down there. I don't know if I assume I went down there previously, but I bet there's batteries down there. Okay, so anything back here? Got some crates. Just go down here real quick. Let's take this bow out. I don't need to be running around a corner totally blind into a wolf. Okay. All good. So let's start a fire. We have a lot of matches, right? Yeah, we have a ton of matches. Can I start a fire in there? I feel like that'd be better. Right? I usually do it right there, but, I don't know, that seems better. Okay, let's go here. We'll grab some of our reclaimed wood. And, firewood and stuff. And we just won't add all of it at once. you know, just in case the wind turns or something. What would be smart would be to go over to that shed, but I'm lazy, and I don't want to drag all of the meat and stuff over to that shed, because it'd be way more protected to start a fire in there. But I just don't want to deal with it. I should, though. That'd be smart. Alright, let's do that. Let's start here. Because, hey, I don't even know if you can start a fire in here. I bet you can, but sometimes it'll tell you, oh, you can't start a fire on this type of ground. It's wood, or it's metal, or whatever. So, let's see. It'd be nice if there was a fire barrel in here, but I don't think there is. Okay, let's see if I can start a fire in here. Yeah, alright. Let's try to get it somewhere relatively protected. You know what? This corner looks pretty great. Too close to another object. Yep, can't do it. Can't do it. What about right over here? Okay. This spot's not bad. This spot's not bad at all. Let's try this. Am I protected from the wind here? Yeah? Okay. Let's give this a go. Start a fire here. We'll start cooking things up. We'll start plucking some feathers. But first, I'm probably going to go into that basement, and I'm going to check for batteries, and then I'll haul the rest of the meat here on the way back. I would really like to take another battery, because when we're in Forlorn Muskeg, I could leave a battery near Mountain Town, and I could do Mountain Town before I do Pleasant Valley. I think that's what I would like to do. I don't want to carry this stuff, so let's just dump that. And let's dump the rest of the firewood here, too. And we'll hold on to... we'll drop some of these sticks. And let's put down our skillet and our pot. And let's make some stuff other than bear meat, because I think we can make some broth now, right? Why can't we make broth? We don't have enough water? Alright, we'll pick up water. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, we'll pick up water on the... way back from the hangar to go check out those batteries. Okay, we'll be right back. We'll just go right over here. We'll grab some water, we'll make some broth. Once we make some broth, we can probably make some, like, rabbit stew and things like that. Pies would be great, because we want to carry a bunch of heavy stuff back. So, some pies, I think maybe all the pies, but I think rabbit pies, ptarmigan pies, they will increase your carry capacity. Oh, we want to take this fat, too. But let's go check for batteries first. Okay, let's go down here. Keep this fire going, too. Also need to make sure that fire's hot enough to keep us warm. Probably some coal down here. Yeah, There's 3 batteries, so we want those. Normally I'd like to leave this here, but we need some to save our life just in case. So I take at least 3 of them. Let's see. Let's grab this. And we're going to place it down and restart our, or start our next torch. We'll re-up on our torches, too. Okay, let's grab that. So we are going to drag, I think, just the one battery. We have one in Pleasant Valley. We will bring this one to... We have one in Broken Railroad. And we'll bring this one to the Mountain Town Transition Cave, I guess. Great. So that's immensely helpful. Let's grab some water. And we'll grab the rest of this bear meat. And we'll grab this rabbit meat, too, because we might be able to make stuff out of that. Let's grab this, too. We'll make some oil. And we'll grab the bear meat, and I want that rabbit meat. Okay, that's good enough. We might not be able to make pies. I don't think we have flour. You know what? Let's check in here. I don't think we have flour, but I want to make sure. Flour? Doesn't look like it. Okay. We do have salt in our inventory, though. We have a couple full shakers, so that should be fine. Okay. Nice and clear. Looks less windy than before. Okay. We'll check. There's a trailer that we skipped on the way in by going down from the entrance. We'll check that trailer out on the way out. And then we'll get moving. Okay, so we got a little bit of time on there. Let's put this torch out. This is not hot enough to keep us going. So let's just add, what is it, 7 degrees? Feels like negative 13. Let's just use this fur and some sticks. I don't want to waste coal. How much does fur add? So it was 7? Probably like 5, right? Oh, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it adds 8. Not bad. And how are we doing for temperature? Feels like -4. Okay. Let's add some sticks. Alright, now we'll be fine. Take that. Take that. And now, what can we make? We can make broth. And we can make oil. So let's make some oil. I don't really know what we're cutting up. I guess we're trimming it? I don't know. And let's make some broth. Was broth not an option? Oh, you need the pot for it. Okay, that's fine. So we will just make some more oil. I figured we needed the pot for oil, but I guess we can make it in here too. We'll make some more oil, and we'll leave that here. Maybe bring one back with us or something. Okay, that's done. Now we'll make broth. And then we'll keep making some bear. Okay, this is done. And now... actually, now that we have cooking oil, is there anything else? No, not really. Okay, so let's make some bear. Okay, and let's try to... Oh, my mouse froze a little bit there. I haven't had a problem like that in a while. It also felt different. Okay, so let's harvest some feathers. Is that a thing we can do in a reasonable amount of time? It is. Okay, let's do that. Gotta make sure we're still warm, too, but I bet we are. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. Let's take this broth. Now let's see if there's anything else we can cook with it. Can we make a soup? What do we need for rabbit stew? Oh, you need flour for the stew as well. Okay. Well... Can I make more broth? Doesn't look like it. Let's do cooking oil, just because the amount of prep time will allow this to finish cooking, I think. Yep. We'll take that, add more bear. Okay. 11 minutes till ready. Let's just wait it out. Take it, add more bear. Okay, and now let's harvest some more feathers. Just one. And then the bear on the left should be almost done at that point. I kind of want to cook all this bear. I don't really have to, but I want to have a bunch of it already cooked so that when I come back here, I'm just good to go. Yeah, let's just wait it out. Take it, add more. 11 minutes. Let's sharpen my knife, I guess? No, it's already good. There's nothing in here, right? Oh, I always forget you can put broth in here. Let's take those out. Harvest this. Alright, and then, see where we're at. 4 minutes. Let's harvest this arrow. Let's get one crow feather back, but hey, it was cheap to make in the first place. We'll take it. Okay, anything else broken, or 1%? Alright. Take that bear meat. More bear meat. Now we have 30 minutes, so we can harvest more ptarmigan. We have just a couple more. And then that bear on the left, or whatever, one of them will be done. And we'll swap it out. Now rinse and repeat. Okay. And this one is 1 minute till ready. Take it. Put some more on. What's that? 14 minutes? Okay, let's just put them both on. Okay. And we'll grab a bigger piece. Yeah. Okay. 12 minutes, 18 minutes. Okay, anything else to do? We could, I think, make some rose hips, so let's do that. Great, that one's done. That one's done, and let's make a couple more. Alright. It's very cold. You know, if I go over here... Why do I have insomnia? Is glimmer fog going on right now, or I just still have it? If I go over here, yeah, it's minus 20, so that's one of the reasons why this fire is lasting so long. Right now it's 3 hours, 21 minutes. So in 42 minutes, right, you would expect it to be at 2 hours and 40 minutes, roughly. But we're going to see that's going to be much longer than that. Probably going to make another liter of water, too, at some point, but we'll see. Let's finish out the ptarmigan. I think there was one more feather. Let's finish that. I should have checked to see if there were skill books in the hangar. Okay. Done with the ptarmigan. Okay, we got 9 more minutes. What else do we have? We have a little bit of animal fat, but I think that's all the fat we have. Let's eat some of this, I guess. How much water do we have? That's a decent amount of water. I guess we could... We got 20 minutes? 5 minutes. Okay, let's just wait that out. Right? And now this is at 2 hours and... It's basically at 3 hours, right? So that 40 minutes only took 20 minutes off of the fire because of our fire starting skill and because of how cold it is outside. Let's take those and make a couple more. It's a small one. Small. Okay, let's take that and that. Okay, and what else do we have here? We have small, big, big, small, and small. Okay. Alright, I think I have 2 uncooked small ones on me. Alright, I probably shouldn't. Let me drop... I have 3. Okay, let me drop some of this over by the main hangar while we wait. Not really much else for me to be doing. I'm going to go inside again. And, you know what? I guess I'll carry another... I need to carry another battery. We have one at Broken Railroad. We're going to cross through there anyway. We have this new one. We're going to drag that all the way through. And there's one already at Signal Hill. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, and we have more bear meat there. Okay, so let's go in here real quick. I just want to see if I have any skill books or anything. I don't think I do. Nah, I don't. Okay, so what are you? Just a regular book. Ah, I'll take you. Nah, I'll leave you. I'll leave you. I left you before, on purpose. Okay, so let's just go back outside then, and we will drop off... Let's take this outside. No, we're going to leave it up here. I want to make sure we don't forget it. We're just going to put it right here. Won't forget that, because we're going to take that salt as well. Alright, let's drop the bear meat, the cooked bear meat, right here. Some of it, anyway. We're going to take some with us, but we still have more to cook, so... Let's take more of this over. Okay. Probably should drop, you know, the gas tank and all that other heavy stuff we're carrying, because it is slowing us down right now, but we're not going far, right? This isn't a big deal. Alright. How we doing? 19 minutes. Alright, anything we can do in that amount of time? I don't really think so. 27 minutes. I do want to repair it, because I want to maybe use it someday. Need to pick up whatever fuses and wires are there, too. Alright, we'll just wait it out. And we'll cook some more. Okay. And now we can repair this. Yeah, mending's one of the slowest skills. How much do I have left? I probably still have enough time. I do. So let's try again. Cool. And let's see how our skills are doing real quick. Yep, 5 carcass harvesting, 5 cooking, 4 fire starting. That's going to take a long time. 4 archery, that won't be too bad, especially if we have more archery books. We might over at camp office. That's going to just stay 1, probably forever. Mending is only 2. I'd like to have 3. I was reading a thread on the subreddit where people were asking, hey, if you could start with 12 additional ranks of skills, where would you put them? So assume that each rank is, you know, +1. And most people say, you know, 5 archery, 5 cooking, and 5 fire starting. And that's a really good spread, I think. But just to play devil's advocate, you could go 3 fire starting, and 3 of something else like mending. That might be kind of nice. Once you hit 3 fire starting, you're kind of good to go. More is obviously better, but especially early game, it can be rough failing your repair attempts. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, we're still good. I'm just going to wait this out. There's not really anything else for us to be doing, so I just want to finish it up. Okay. And yeah, let's just keep going. And then we'll cook the small ones. We'll take a bunch of torches. Don't want to be tanking damage. I'd like to have full health when I head out tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's wait it out. Take that. And that. And now we have small ones. Oh, do we have these too? These also small? No? Weird. Okay, let's... Wait. What am I working with here? Okay, it looks like there's 2 big ones. 1 small one? Alright. Take these. Do the big ones. This bow is driving me crazy. I just have so much meat that I don't really want to not have a bow. Alright. Let's just drop it so that we're not attracting anything. This should only be not bear and cooked bear. Okay. Now we should be protected from the wind here. This shouldn't be a problem. Okay. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's a problem. It could be. Okay. Alright, we're all done. We still have some rabbit and stuff, so maybe we want to cook that too. I guess we may as well. I don't think we're going to have the ingredients to make it into pies or anything else anytime soon, really. Alright, let's finish that out. Take it, and then, yeah, we'll do this real quick. Throw a couple of sticks on, or reclaimed wood, or whatever we got. Reclaimed wood, that's fine. Drink some water. We're almost done. Okay, let's take that, and finish up these 2 pieces. Okay, and I guess we can make a tea? Okay. Great, pick this up. Let's grab some torches. So I've never used this spot. I always do this right next to the car, and that would have worked out because it would have been protected by the building anyway. But this is a better... I don't want this. Well, I guess I have it now. Please be a decent one. You're not. You're all garbage. Okay, let's take all this. Alright. All good. And now we're just going to head back. Let me check real quick. Did I, like, thoroughly loot this area? I think I did. Just want to check and see if... Yeah, okay. Mostly I just wanted to make sure I had all the fuses and wires. Because we're going to need to drag some of those back too. So each of the transponders requires a battery, some scrap metal, some fuses and wires. I forget how many of each. But I'm going to want to take all that stuff that's here. Whatever scrap metal I got, that's coming with me. Whatever wires and fuses I got, that's coming with me. And we're just going to take that one battery, because we'll have 2. That's plenty. Signal Hill already has 1. So we're all good. I would kind of like to do Pleasant Valley last, I think, but not that important. I just want to do Bleak Inlet first. Let's eat these. Let's drop these. We'll drop these 2 once we're ready to go, because I want to take big ones with me for travel. Oh, we actually lost quite a bit of health there, but I think we'll be full once we sleep. Okay, so let's... How are we doing? Let's eat a little bit. Let's eat these small ones. Just get rid of them. The worst is when you're starving and you have almost nothing and you think that there's a lot of good food somewhere. And then turns out you only have small ones and you're in a pickle. So I like to just eat those first and leave behind good stuff. Okay, let's take some more water. We'll leave a little bit here too. Okay, and let's go to bed and we'll sort this stuff out in the morning. I'm running partly so that I'll get more fatigued. Like, food isn't a big issue right now. I don't mind the increased calorie burn from running. But I want to make sure to get 10 hours. That 9th and 10th hour, at this range of my health, I think really is the difference between being at full health and not. So we're going to pass a couple hours. Eat another one of these if I can. I bet I'll have a small piece left. Drink some water. Pass out for 10 hours. Okay, doing great. Not quite full health, but pretty close. So I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for joining me. Next time we're going to load up our inventory, load up our travois, and get moving back to Lower Great Bear. And maybe we'll fight the Cougar at the end of the episode. I don't know, but that's what we're working towards. If you liked this episode, please leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. It really helps grow the channel. Consider subscribing and turning on notifications if you're looking forward to more content. And until next time, good luck out there, and strive to survive. Have a good one. Bye-bye.